Hello and welcome to another episode of Survival Minecraft. In today's episode, we're gonna tackle doing the inside of my basement auto farms. So let's get to it. Between episodes, I did a lot more resource gathering, and I did some crafting off camera. Spent a few hours just digging around. I went into the nether, spooky nether, to get quartz because, like as I mentioned in the last video, I was incorrect in saying that observers didn't need quartz or thinking that they didn't need quartz. I was wrong. They do. So this is all the stuff. It is organized in like every 2 rows is what is needed for each individual part of the farm. This is going to be for bamboo when eventually we get bamboo, and miscellaneous extra crap, and then just empty stuff. The infinite water pool for the farms that require water and hydrated soil. And I'm gonna just plop a crafting bench right there. So essentially how this is going to work is the chests here in the floor are representation of where the collection area is going to be. Then you have a couple of hoppers going into rails, and there'll be a hopper minecart that just kind of runs around either in a circle or bouncing back and forth to collect the drops from the farm that's up top. And I have an idea for the lighting using the redstone lamps because they're not as obnoxious as plain glowstone. I don't think I have any in my inventory. No. The default texture for glowstone is kind of noisy. Where did I put it? Did I put it in here? Yeah. So this is kind of noisy. Weird little golden cobblestone kind of look, and I'm not entirely sure. Well, I'm not a fan of it. I will say that I don't like how glowstone looks. In pretty much every instance of me using it, I always try to cover it with something, either trapdoors or what have you. And I like how the redstone lamps look, or at least they look better. I think they look better. So, we are going to build one of these on camera and hope I don't, derp it too much. So let's just move some stuff around and grab everything for the first one, shall we? La 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 la. That's gonna be for later. I just realized that the dirt that I picked up for the farm, it got coupled into the dirt I already had in my inventory. Oops. Oh well. La. Excuse me, I'm just trying to figure out best course of action for what to do first. So that is the first one. I actually need to go get smooth stone because I decided that the walls are just going to be smooth stone. And there we go. Are just going to be smooth stone, and I don't have a silk touch pick yet. Yeah, no, I don't have a silk touch pick. So that one's gonna go there. I don't want to waste the silk touch or the stone, so I'm just going to put dirt. That should be it. By the way, each one of these little farms is just going to be like 5 blocks deep. I don't really need them to be any bigger than that. these are going to run passively. They're not going to be super efficient, and I'm okay with that. I don't really see a need for it to be any more involved. Oh, I forgot to grab regular rails. We'll just grab half of them for the moment. Okay. I believe this area and this area need to be open for the levers. Just put one there, put one there. Then that one goes there. Is that gonna make a circle? Yeah, I don't want that. Trying to reduce the amount of powered rails that we use, because hopefully this doesn't do the weird glitchy thing. Crap. Okay, so give those back, thank you. So what I ended up having to do for these particular ones is just make them a loop-de-loop. They're supposed to like bounce and then bounce and bounce, but because of how rails place in the game, there's like this north, south, east, west deal that goes on. So on certain directions, the rails will not go the way you want them to, and I don't feel like messing with the cave noises. I don't feel like messing with trying to do crazy. What was there? Oh, the other torch. Crazy different what's the word I'm looking for? What is it? Words are hard. Where you have to mess with block placement to get the rails to go the way you want them to. But that's fine. Whatever. Oh, I think I was smelting sand because I wanted more glass. Nope. Yes? No? No. No. Did I not actually smelt the glass? I went and got sand. I think I forgot to actually smelt. Alright, do the thing. Unless it's in the chest downstairs, which it might be, but whatever. Extra glass is never a bad thing. Oh. I have a chest of glass. Did I put it in there? I did. Okay. Stop. Gimme. Gimme. Thank you. Go away. Goodbye. Alright. I wanted the extra glass because if I ever have to go in to the farm for any reason, I want to be able to see whether or not the minecart is stuck, because that happens sometimes. Do I have any? Well, I have all the glass apparently. I was not very prepared for these. Okay, so oh, I should probably mention, using Azumovoid's Vanilla Tweaks thing, I have added borderless glass to the game. I have also, so borderless glass, borderless stained glass, and the aesthetic, it's all aesthetic stuff, so it's nothing that's like super cheaty. And one thing I chose to do, you can probably tell with that, is purely for recording purposes for when you're swimming underwater. But we have round sun and moon, and clearer water, as well as borderless clear glass and stained glass, so you don't have like this weird white border. And if I have a 2x2 window, it doesn't have like a paned window effect, which I like better. Clear glass is almost invisible because of that, but it's alright. So I'm just putting glass around the bottoms so I can see the minecarts as I need them, or as I need to. Unfortunately, they are loud and noisy, but I kind of have to put the minecart in before I do anything else. So it's just gonna run around, which is fine. Did I grab a hoe? I think I forgot the hoe. No, I did not. Look at me being prepared. And then this is where the actual dirt is going to be, and then we just do that. I do need to figure out how I'm going to access the redstone, if I ever absolutely need to. I don't know. I'll figure it out. This is probably not necessary right here, but I'm doing it anyway. I do know that that needs to be a solid block, as well as that, because our water channel is going to go right here. Which means that this can be a solid block. And for now we will do that for temporary access. Because I'm going to be jumping on this a bunch, I am not going to till it just yet. Trying to remember exactly how I had this going. I need to put the water in before I do this, otherwise I won't have access to it. That's why this is here. And I apologize for how tedious this is going to be, and I don't know, possibly how derpy. I do not usually build redstone. I follow tutorials and copy them as best I can, with minimal messing with what the original design was. Just because I don't understand the mechanics well enough to figure these things out on my own for the most part. So, excuse me, I'm trying to figure out which direction I want these to go. So I think, get that up, put the dirt here. Put another dirt block there. Okay, so that's facing the way I want it to. Now these are gonna kind of be staggered. Oh crap, how am I gonna do this one? Am I gonna have to dig this out? Probably. I think I would have to dig this out anyway in order for the farm to work the way I want it to. And then you're there. Observer, observer. So we want the face to be on the inside of the farm, which I'm sure you guys figured out already. With pistons facing inward, or yeah, facing into the farm, opposite an observer. Just like so. And this is where the lamps are gonna go. So I actually need to dig this back. I apologize for it being dark. Oh, that's outside. So let's put the lamps in now. Oh yeah, they're in my inventory already. So go away. The lamps are gonna go just like that. And then put a lever here, flip it on, put a lever here, flip it on. And because of the light level, things shouldn't spawn. I should probably fill it in right there. Fill it in, fill it in. Pretty sure this is where the redstone goes. If I remember my own. I'm trying to build this off of memory without having to look up the who's what's it, because that's a technical term. So I don't have to look at my little build. And then take you. Do that. I don't think anything can spawn on top of redstone. I'm not sure, honestly. But just in case, we're gonna... Nope, that's not a torch. That is cobblestone. Put a torch there, and smooth stone. I apologize if this is incredibly boring to watch. I'm trying, like I said, trying to remember how I built it. And I'm pretty sure I had it down one because then there's gonna be a little thing on the ceiling. Yeah. So we're just gonna fill this in. And then till the soil. What we do? Pumpkin here. We did pumpkins, and we placed the seeds right in front of each observer. So as it grows, the observer will observe that function, and the pistons will extend. They should extend in a row. Like this will be independent, but this well, either side will be independent, and they will extend their pistons, break the, in this case, pumpkin, and it'll sit until the hopper minecart, which is right there, going back and forth, will collect it and deposit it into here. Hence the 4 different, the 4 different hoppers. So that's kind of the plan. And I'm going to need a lot more smooth stone. And, you know, not mess up placement. And the final thing is the pieces of glass, like so. Then if I just stand up here, you can kind of look inside. So yeah, that's pretty much one farm, and the melon farm is exactly the same thing, and the sugarcane farm is pretty much the same, except for it will be 3 tall, and the pistons will be 1 block higher, and the observer face will be on top of the pistons, so they'll be at the top of the plant. That way we get the most pieces from the sugarcane and the bamboo. So let me get to that and just build up the walls and try and get and maybe puzzle out how I'm going to access the redstone in case something breaks, and I will be right back. And we're back, and pretty much all of the farms are situated now except for the bamboo, only because we haven't found the bamboo. But get in the door. Okay, ta-da! I done. And it's been running for a little bit. Probably, I don't know, I want to say like an hour. No, not even an hour. I've emptied out the chests a couple of times. Oh, you just saw it work there. So essentially with the sugarcane and the bamboo on that side will be the same. That once it gets 3 tall, it will activate the pistons underneath it and push it down. And then it'll get collected by the mine carts and go into the chest. Easy peasy. But now we need to make this room look less like a dungeon and more pretty. So I grabbed some stuff before I came down here. We got some flower pots because, you know, we want to make things pretty. But essentially most of the design is just going to be wood and smooth stone. I need to actually get smooth stone for the back wall, which is the only thing I forgot. I might as well break these out too, temporarily, just so that I can get the smooth stone into the back wall. Might as well just dig it out now while we are here and thinking about it. So pretty much my plan is to just, it's a very simple design. It's just going to be like wooden logs. So these pillars are going to be logs. Upside down stairs across the top and the bottom. Put some slabs in the roof. A little bit of carpet with some lighting. It's going to look nice. But yeah. Hopefully it won't look so dark and ominous. We'll see though. And just for decoration's sake, I have a clock that I'm going to put in an item frame, which actually I can just kind of do that now. So I can shows you, because this spot is not really going to change. So now I will always know what time it is if I'm in the basement. Periodically, pigmen have been coming to visit, but they can't get through, which is nice. And with the bow that I have, I can one-shot them. What did I come up here for? Oh yeah, smooth stone. Smooth stone. Grab that. And not the bed. There we go. Whee! I probably could put a different block behind the chests, but I don't really want to. Want to kind of keep things relatively simple. Did I grab? I did not. Crafting things on the fly. Where do we want to start? Well, I know one's gonna go here. So that's one pillar. I do know that the hopper mine carts are a little loud, but we're not going to be spending oodles of time in this room for prolonged periods of time. This is probably going to be the longest that we spend in this room, just setting it up and making it look nice, and that's pretty much it. It's going to be like a set it and forget it kind of design for the most part. Just so it can run while we're running around in the village. Hehe. Explosions! While we're running around building our little village. Yay! And then spruce stairs, gonna have to jump for this. Well, maybe not really. Okay. Stairs. That's looking good. That one goes there. And then essentially what's going to go on down on this part is I'm just going to have upside down stairs, just like so, with lanterns in the corner for lighting and flower pots kind of dotted here and there. So let me get that all done and I will be right back. And one more done. So this is the room with all the fortifications. Like I said, pretty simple, straightforward, doesn't need to be anything special. It's fairly well lit. Got some flower pots to put just random things, maybe a tree sapling, fern, piece of bamboo whenever we get some surplus, and maybe a mushroom, because, you know, it'd be funny to do in a basement is to grow a mushroom. Do have some flowers upstairs, and I think a couple of mushrooms, maybe. We have a brown mushroom, which is better than nothing. And let's see. Can't put too tall, but we can put... Let's put this one. And that'll be it for now, I think. We'll leave the other ones empty. Put the mushroom there. Oh, that's a really tiny mushroom. Tiny mushroom. And there. Ta-da! Special. So yeah. Pretty simple. This is gonna be all bulk storage. You can still open the chests. Gotten some pumpkins and melons so far. But yeah. This is done. And I didn't poke through the mountain at all, so I didn't have to do any terraforming on the outside, so that's good. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think... Hum. Got a little bit more time to do some stuff in this episode. We might as well do the netherwort farm. So why not? Let's go grab our soul sand and the netherwort. Netherwort. Let's clean up our inventory first, and then we'll tackle that. Okay, so grab the netherwort, grab our soul sand. That should be it for now. Doesn't really need to be anything super fancy. And everything has just been like one deep, so we'll put the door here, which I forgot to grab, of course. And we'll just expand this out. But we're not, this is going to be like a very, it's essentially just going to be a hallway. It's not really a room. It's nothing super elaborate. It's just going to be a long stretch leading up to the portal with soul sand and netherwort. That's pretty much the extent. So yeah, nothing fancy. Just gonna do that and put the netherwort on it, so we have it growing. Don't think light levels matter with the growth of netherwort, just because it's in the nether, there's lots of lava, which is bright, so maybe. But I do feel that I need to have some kind of light source in here to keep from spawns. Unless I put, like slabs on the bottom. Or maybe even carpet. Do we want to keep this room dark? I think I want to keep this room dark. We'll just put carpet. Yeah. Can things spawn? Can they spawn on soul sand? I'm not entirely sure if normal mobs can spawn on soul sand, so for now we'll play it safe. We'll do that. What's our light levels? Block level is 8. Oh, we have spawnable right here. This one. What to do? Maybe if I had a lantern, I put the lantern in, like... Is this even? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, if I put the lantern... Yeah, let's go get a lantern. Hopefully I don't get too far away that something can spawn in there and we'll sleep real quick. Grab a lantern. I actually have enough iron nuggets for exactly 1 lantern. I think I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any spare lanterns. And while we're here, we'll toss this stuff back in this chest. Pick up a little. I forgot a door. I think we're doing spruce doors. Pretty sure we're doing spruce doors because we have, yeah, spruce doors. So just in case something does spawn in here, it's not the end of the world. So what would we say? We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, right here, straight up. Yeah. So now nothing should spawn in here. I could also be very wrong in the sense that this will affect the growth of the netherwort, but we'll just have to find out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the farm's done for down here. I wasn't really planning on doing anything else special for this room. This was literally all I was ever gonna do with it. It just leads up to the nether portal and be done with it, and that's it. But yeah, that's all of this. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting, only because I messed up the redstone a little. I put the redstone lines in the wrong spot, so I had to like lift everything up, which meant that I had to dig the walls out. It was a process, but it's all done, and it's something that I did myself. Yay. So I think what I'm going to do, in the next episode is do some exploration and try and find some bamboo. Maybe try and find some of the other items that we just haven't gotten our hands on yet. So yeah, this is our little basement farm area. I'm really proud of it. It was super fun to make, even though it was a pain in the butt. Always working with redstone is confusing for me, but yeah, it's done. Super excited, super excited. So yeah, if you liked the content, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see some more shenanigans and me trying to derp with redstone and build things and such and make it party, subscribe and you'll be informed of the next time stuff gets posted. Yeah. With that, have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!